Good day everyone. My name is Rachel Ann Estrella Vito from BSC2E, and I am the reporter of the topic Vietnam Police Force together with Loida B. Torres. So here are the contents. First is the introduction, history, People's Public Security, Ministry of Security, uniform, ranking system, and the age of recruitment and retirement. So first is the introduction. Vietnam should amend national law on police use of force to comply with international law, including the principles of necessity and the proportionality. Use of firearms can only be lawful where necessary to confront an imminent threat of death or serious injury or a grave and proximate threat to life. So, ang Vietnam daw kay mag-amend sa ilahang national law sa paggamit sa puwersa sa pulis para daw musunod or sumunod sa international law. So apil na sa daw diri ang prinsipyo or ang principle nato nga ginatawag sa ilang mga kinahanglanon or ug sa ilahang proportionality. So ang paggamit po daw sa ilahang mga firearms or armas kay nakaayon sa ilahang batas kung kinahanglan or kung kinahanglanon para daw malabanan or ma-confront nila ang threat of death or ang serious and injury. History. In June 1962, the National Police of Republic of Vietnam was formally established by a small group of internal security agencies formed by the French Union authorities during the First Indochina War from 1946 to 1954, in accordance with the National Decree of President Dinh Diem. These include the Vietnamese Surrey Saigon Municipal Police, elements of the colonial gendarmerie or indigenous guard, or shall we say the French Guard Indigène, a rural constabulary force or civil guard, in French Garde Civile. Combat police and provincial militia units, or in French supplétifs, composed of irregular auxiliaries transferred to South Vietnamese control in 1955. So, all of the aforementioned security forces were merged into a new national police force in early 1960s. With the exception of the National Guard, which was subordinate to the Ministry Defense with only 16,000 agents in uniform and plainclothes initially. The CSQG was essentially an urban police force with no rural gendarmerie units to deal with the threat posed by an escalating rural Viet Cong or VC insurgency. So you can see no kanang formal daw ni siyang gi-establish kadtong June 1962. So gi-establish daw ni siya sa small group of internal security agency. So gibuo daw ni siya sa mga otoridad nga ang mga French Union during katong Indochina War. Then ang combat police and ang provincial militia units kay ginabuo daw siya sa mga regular nga auxiliary. So, gibalhin daw ang control sa South Vietnam kadtong 1955 nga ang tanan daw nga mga na-mention nga security forces kay giisa sa bag-o nga police force katong early 1960s. So, except daw sa National Guard nga under siya sa Ministry of Defense. The People's Public Security. The Vietnam People's Public Security plays a key role in protecting national security and ensuring social order and safety. So, hereinafter, presenting the information about the role, function, mission, and structure of the Vietnam People's Public Security Forces. So, ang People's Public Security daw kay nag-play siya og important role sa pag-protect o sa pag-ensure sa national national security. National security order and safety. Then ang people's public security daw kay naga-present siya og role, function, mission og structure. So ang role daw is naga-play og plays an important core. So, ang iyang main role ani is to protect national security and ensuring social order safety. So, kuan po ni siya kanang responsible po siya sa fighting crime and law violation law violation nga related sa national security and social order and safety. So, muna siya ang role. Ang function po sa People's Public Security Forces kay responsible po siya sa advising the party and the state on national security and social order. Also, control crime and law violation. So, muna siya ang function for advising the party and state. Then, the mission is entitled to collect information, analyze and evaluate situation, and predicting its development o kanang recommending the party and state to issue appropriate policies. So ang iya pong mission ani is to collect information o maga-analyze o maga-evaluate sa mga sitwasyon. Muna siya ang mission. Then, ang structure niya is comprised of the Ministry of Public Security, Provincial Police Development, and Departments, Police Station of District Provincial Capitals. So, ang diri po sa structure ka, mag-post full-time ang mga police officer to commune level post. So, ang People's Public Security daw kay naay duha ka branches, which is the Vietnam People's Security and the Vietnam People's Police. So, ang Vietnam People's Security is prevent, investigate, and fail national security violation, intelligence working, unite other forces to maintain domestic political security, economic security, ideological and cultural security, and information security. While the Vietnam People's Police prevents, investigate, and combat crimes against social security order, environment, politics, transportation, function, corruption, and other laws, investigate the causes and circumstances of the increase in crime, suggest ways to overcome, join in educating those who commit crimes to obey the law. That's the two branches of People's Public Security. So, sa Vietnam People's Security daw kay kanang mugana ra ni siya kung mugana ra daw ang katalinuhan kung magkaisa ang mga puwersa nila para daw mapanatili ang domestic ug ang political security, economic security, ideological and cultural security ug ang information security. While ang Vietnam People's Police kay nagaimbestiga sila, ginalabanan nila ang mga krimen para sa kaayusan sa social security, labanan ang kaayusan sa social security sa ilang kapaligiran, sa politika, sa transportation, sa ilang mga tungkulin nila o kuan pud sila kanang makiisa sila sa pagtudlo sa mga gabuhat og krimen sa mga gasunod sa ilahang batas.
I'm Loida Torres and I will discuss the Ministry of Public Security. So, the Ministry of Public Security is a public agency directly under the Vietnamese government and performs the function of the states to manage public security, order and social security, counterintelligence, crime prevention and investigation, fire prevention and rescue support. So, ang kaning Ministry of Public Security is mo ni siya ang ga-manage sa mga securities or ga-order sa mga enforcement to crime prevention and investigation, fire prevention and rescue support. So ang kaning Ministry of Public Security is the highest commander of the People's Public Security Forces. So bali kani siya is kanang mo ni siya ang dako sa mga People's Public Security Forces. So mo ni siya ang manage nila sa mga law enforcers o sa mga officers. So kung unsay order sa Ministry of Public Security, mapunto siya ang tumanon sa People's Public Security Forces. Uniform of the Vietnam. In Vietnam, so traffic police wear yellow uniforms, and you can see SGT on their vehicles, helmet and uniforms. The most straightforward description of traffic police is yellow uniforms. So next is the riot police. The riot police, as you can see, is naka-black sila ng uniforms na up sila helmet for protection if naay mahitabo nga riot. So other types of police: city, province, economic crime prevention, and drugs. So mo na ilang uniforms, tanan naka-green, tapos ilang caps is na ay red, ay pagka-red. Then next is the youth volunteer. Dili ni sila police, means sila ra ang support sa mga traffic police if kailangan nila og kanang dungag nga mga officers para ana. So next is the private security forces. Di po ni sila police, sila ra ang ga-protect sa mga buildings, sa shop, murag bali mura sila pud og mga security guards. Makita po nimo sa uniform is kuan lang puti ba ni or na pagka blue. Next is the army. Sa army is kita nimo mura jud po siya pareha sa army uniform diri sa Pilipinas. Dark green siya, tapos siya mga magpatig-patig. Tapos kaning traffic inspector. Ang traffic inspector makita po niyo is blue gyapon ni sky manay pagka sky blue ilahang uniform. Then next is the cultural police. Ang cultural police is pareha ra gyapon atong sa isa ka uniform nga green po siya tanan. The next is the rankings. So commissioned officer, the highest rank of the police officer is the police general. So next is the police colonel general, and police lieutenant general, police major general. So in the middle rank na pod is the police brigadier. Next is the police colonel, police lieutenant colonel, and police major. Sa low rank pod is the police captain, police first lieutenant, police lieutenant. Next is the police sub-lieutenant, non-commissioned officer. Next is the sergeant major, sergeant, and the corporal. Napod siya is the private first class, senior constable, or the private constable. So age of retirement and recruitment in Vietnam. So normal retirement age in Vietnam is 60 for men and 55 for women. Officers have to meet certain conditions to get the extension. They must use their units that have worked the minimum number of 20 years required to get a pension, meet required health condition, and have ethics and professional competence. And before do sila makakuha og kanang extension is kailangan sa nila ibuhaton to mga conditions or kanang i-meet sa nila tong mga certain conditions na gina-required to have a extension. So but they cannot be in leadership position and can only train others or do research. So baldi sila pwede tagan og mga positions, pero pwede sila mag-train, kaya magbuhat og mga research about sa police work.